We continue in the seventh letter. In this letter, the Alter Rebbe is speaking about how fortunate we are. A prayer that we say every morning. How fortunate we are that we have a portion in God, and how pleasant is our lot, that we have a lot. Lottery we'll get into. What does it mean, a portion, though, in God? God is indivisible, whole oneness. So indeed, when we speak about the eye of God, the essence of God, speak about even the name of God. The name of God is one with the essence of God, and therefore they're indivisible beyond having what we call a portion. But from there, there's a great contraction on God, the essence of God, on the name of God even, in order that there comes down into this world a ray, a light of God, that is a mere ray of illumination. That comes by way of the divine will. The divine will that God has, the inner will of God, is for 613 mitzvahs. 613 rays of light, in other words. Those 613 mitzvahs, rays of light, comprising, of course, 248 positive commandments, 365 negative commandments, they are conduits that the will of God is transmitted, radiates, gives vitality, and an expression of the Ein Sof. Now, why 365? 613. Because that is the divine will, but that divine will is illuminating, radiating the human soul that is also made up of 613. 248 organs of the body, 365 sinews within the body, totaling 613. So 613 then are specific rays of light that are for the sake of the soul for the soul that is made up of the 613. In other words, the purpose of this radiation of light, a ray of light of God, is not for the rest of creation, but is for the soul to be radiated, because that's the ultimate purpose, ultimately. Now, in this regard, then, we can speak about parts of God, a portion of God, because here it's being apportioned rays of light, rays of vitality, that is being apportioned specifically to the soul, to our soul. So 613 basic parts that is being diffused, irradiating our soul. Now, this number 613 is the primary basic division. However, it's further divided into ad infinitum, because the will of God is 613 mitzvahs, but those mitzvahs are further broken down into many laws, and the laws are ad infinitum. So the detailed rulings of the commandments, as they are in the laws, is the downflow of vitality that is beyond the 613. And the 613 rays of light are further sort of subdivided into many rays of light that are innumerable sparks. And all the souls of the Jewish people that come from the patriarchs, all the way from the patriarchs till the times of Mashiach, are a spark of that. That started from Adam to the patriarchs to the end of time until Mashiach comes. Meaning, that meaning to say as follows. Adam comprised of all the souls, of all the sparks. 613 are the general, and then from there, it's further divided into without end. This is reflected in the idea of the 613 commandments. The 613 commandments, the laws that are of those commandments are also, so to speak, without end. Much more than 613. This is the idea of rays of light, that each one becomes then a spark of that ray that is a specific soul. A specific soul. So Adam comprised innumerable sparks of individual souls, and therefore was able to receive infinitely numerous detailed emanations of the radiance of the supreme will of God, which ultimately animates all of the individual souls. Very mystical and kind of abstract idea over here. But again, we're going to take this further and we're going to understand. So Adam is the embodiment of all souls. 613 general, those which is an expression of the 613 rays of light of God, that is the will of God. That will of God is, again, what does God want? He wants mitzvahs. Those mitzvahs have specifications in a multitude without end of law, then become the sparks of that ray, which is in the embodiment of Adam, and then the patriarchs, or as well we'll see actually Yaakov, becomes the embodiment of all the souls and parts of souls that are, well, souls that are a part of the divine, part of God. That's how we have a portioners, but we're going to go more into that. A little abstract. I hope I brought that idea clear. Okay, any questions over here? Any comments? Nope. All right, folks. Short class today. More to come. And we'll get more clarity as we continue, God willing. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from my home in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining.